I just want to set the world on fire.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Nuke4Prayers and this is Fallout 4 Weapon Crafting with Mods. Today is the Double Barrel Shotgun. The Double Barrel Shotgun is the basis for all the weapons that are featured in this video. I apologise this video is nearly 2 weeks late. I'll explain why at the end of the video, but until then I'm just going to get on with it, so I hope you enjoy. The first weapon today is the Explosive Shotgun. The Explosive Shotgun is a very basic change. All I've done is added the legendary perk of Explosive, and I added the scope from a combat shotgun. Give it a longer range scope because it actually does have a good range for a shotgun. The weapon is not bad on the damage, it's not great but it's good. It may not have much on my video because my guy does not have any real weapon stats. The reason for this is so that people can see the weapon at its base level damage, and then if they decide to make it themselves, they will see a great improvement in the quality of the weapon. The next weapon is the Tactical Sawn Off. The Tactical Sawn Off uses the Tactical mod and adds the laser sight, the flashlight and the bayonet onto the side of the weapon instead of underneath. I'll leave a link for this mod in the description. The mod itself, I'm not going to be using this mod all the time because I get compatibility issues with the WMX mod. I think that's because they use the same menu changing system and it happens with a couple of other mods as well. I don't know if there's a way around it. If there is, let me know, because this mod actually adds some pretty nice additions. The weapon itself has great melee damage. Sawn off wise, if you're good with a shotgun it'll be good for you. If not, then it probably won't be, but the melee itself is actually more damaging than the shotgun. Next is the 50 caliber shotgun. What I did here was completely change the shotgun to a hunting rifle and using 50 caliber ammo because I used the 50 caliber receiver. But it still shoots like a shotgun, still uses the same audio as a shotgun and still has the multiple projectiles like a shotgun. So it is effectively a 50 caliber shotgun. Personally I really like this weapon because I like using anything which has 50 caliber ammo. Whether it's a sniper rifle or a shotgun, it doesn't matter to me. If you use a 50 caliber receiver or any form of hunting rifle receiver, you have to use a stock as well because of the way the weapon is built. Some of the weapons will allow you to use a receiver and then a different stock from another weapon, but the hunting rifle doesn't tend to work very well if you do it that way. The next weapon is the hunting shotgun. The hunting shotgun works in the similar way. I decided to use a hunting rifle stock instead of the shotgun stock, and then I added the bayonet from a pipe gun. This weapon is pretty much just a generic shotgun, it's just a slight appearance change, so there's nothing special about this weapon. I just felt like it was a good change to have a different looking stock, but it still maintains the wooden effect of the original weapon. Now one of the issues with this weapon is that its reload animation is a bit messed up. The double barrel tends to go through the hunting rifle stock when you reload it. Other than that, it maintains everything else in the same way as the standard double barrel shotgun does. This next weapon is the Dragon's Breath Laser Double Barrel Shotgun. This design was a random design that I made where I just wanted to make a weapon that looked really stupid yet kinda cool looking. I used a stock from a combat shotgun, a receiver from an assault rifle, the magazine from a flamer, the barrel from a laser sniper rifle, and the muzzle from the junk jet ignition module. The resulting weapon is one that fires fire projectiles in the same way as the junk jet, but also has the red laser effect on those pieces when they impact on an area. This weapon does ignite enemies, and you could add more damage via a legendary perk. If you wanted, you could also use the WMX mod to convert it to use fusion cells instead of shells. Converting it to use fusion cells would also increase the energy damage even further. This next weapon is the electric shotgun. The electric shotgun works in a very similar way to the Dragon's Breath. It uses the junk jet module on the front to fire electricity projectiles instead of fire projectiles, and I made it look like a laser rifle because of the whole technological battery pack appearance of the weapon. You can use the WMX conversion mod to change the ammo type to cells to increase its energy damage even further, and because I used laser appearance, I can also make a pistol version, which I've done in this video, and I will show you that one as well. Now I'm unsure about this, but it is possible that because the one weapon is held like a pistol, the perks from pistols may affect it, where the rifle version will get affected by rifle perks. I don't know if this is true or not, so if someone does, let everyone know in the comments. The next weapon is the Gamma Shotgun. I've made a Gamma Shotgun before in a much earlier video, but this time I decided to rebuild the weapon from scratch instead of just putting the dish onto a standard shotgun appearance. So I used the receiver from a laser rifle, I used the dish from the Gamma Gun, the tactical stock from a mod called Extended Weapon Mods, and I'll also put a link for that in the description, and then anything else can be whatever you would like it to be. The final result is a weapon that does radiation damage and physical damage, so it still hurts opponents which are quite resistant to radiation, such as super mutants and ghouls, but it will still heal them sometimes as well. But all in all, it's a very good weapon, I really enjoy using it, and I quite like the appearance. The next weapon is the pipe shotgun. This is a pretty simplistic design. The idea was to change the weapon to look like a pipe weapon. It still functions in the same way as a shotgun, although it does have a larger ammo clip. You can use any pipe parts to make it, but I do recommend using the standard pipe receiver rather than a bolt action version or a revolver version, because they tend to break further than the standard one does. However, if you are going to make a pipe shotgun, I recommend getting this mod instead of changing a double barrel. This is the pipe shotgun weapon mod. What this does is it adds a completely new weapon into the game. It's not compatible with any mod, any weapon, and the mods like that, but it does have plenty of customization and it does look like a pipe weapon. It's very lore friendly, and it is just in general a very nice mod. So I'll leave a link for it in the description if anybody wants to download it. The next weapon is the Incendiary Shotgun. This is a weapon of my own design where I used the stock from a combat shotgun, the barrel from an assault rifle, and the stock from a double barrel shotgun. And then I added the legendary mod of Incendiary to make the projectile incendiary projectiles. This is another weapon I really enjoy using because I really like the appearance of the projectiles when they fire, and when they hit the target they explode quite nicely as well. This next weapon is the Gauss Shotgun. The key element here is to have the suppressor of the Gauss rifle, but you can convert the ammo type to the 2mm from the Gauss rifle, and you can also convert the projectile to Gauss slug. Both of these will greatly improve the damage of the weapon, but if you do use standard shells you have to use the Gauss suppressor. The rest of the weapon is up to you on how you want to design it. I decided to keep using the capacitor cells to at least give it some kind of resemblance to the original Gauss rifle. All in all, the weapon is decent on damage, but its range does get impaired by the suppressor, and because I used the stub barrel from a pipe gun to reduce the distance between the suppressor and the capacitor cells, I also had issues even more with the range than you might get normally by using a standard barrel. The final weapon today is the quad-barreled missile shotgun. Now, I've made missile shotguns in the past, but this time I decided to redesign the weapon from the ground up. I used an assault rifle receiver, the quad barrel from the missile launcher bayonet, and the combat rifle or combat shotgun stock. You can also use the single barrel from the missile launcher, it's completely up to you. I went for the quad barrel because I like the visual of it, and because the weapon uses a scatter shot, I thought the quad barrel would just look a bit more interesting. This weapon is very powerful. I don't recommend using it at close range because you'll probably hurt yourself just as much as the enemy, but it has the lock-on ability, and at long range it is a very powerful weapon. Now, I hope you liked all the weapons that were displayed today. I apologise that this video took so long to actually arrive. It was going to be a couple of days after my last one, but I ended up, it was nice weather here, and I had a burger, and the burger gave me food poisoning. Despite the burger being really nice, it gave me food poisoning and I was ill for quite a while, so that's why it's taken me a bit longer to upload this video than normal. In a day or two I will be doing a minigun video next, and then at the end of the week I intend to do another viewer suggestion video, so if there are any more suggestions which you'd like to see, I've already got a few that are made and I could add one or two more on the end, so feel free to leave suggestions in the comments. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.
The best taste buds in mine. Now put it on the tray, is it for here or to go? Any which way it tastes good, you know. Cook those burgers, turn the party over. Cook those burgers, turn the patty over. And cut the lettuce, don't forget the cheese. Cut the lettuce, don't forget the cheese. Toast the buns, French the fries. Toast the buns, French the fries. Bring on the ketchup, tweak the force. Bring on the ketchup, tweak the force. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Now go serve those burgers right now.
All right, I'm off to a good start.